Hello everyone, myself Lohit Dalal, lecturer, Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, Jain Polytechnic, Belgavi. Today I am going to discuss about Unit 2, switching of SCR. Okay, so let us discuss one by one. Okay, these are the contents. First one, introduction, triggering methods, needs of commutation, methods of commutations. There are two types, natural commutation and post commutation. So next there are again different types of postal commutations. Okay, and also different protection circuits will be there, and also so for a SCR there is a snubber circuit is used to protect the device. Okay, the silicon control rectifier is used to control the SCR. Okay, this one you are going to discuss, I am going to discuss here. Okay, so introduction. So SCR is a three terminal device. It is having a anode, cathode and gate. Okay, so SCR when it will be conducts, SCR conducts only when the positive terminal of the battery is connected to anode. Okay, negative terminal is connected to cathode. SCR starts conducting. Okay, so SCR starts conducting means it is in a on state. Okay, so triggering means it is a process of turning on the device from its off state. Okay, means it is a process of turning on the any device is known as a triggering. Okay, in this unit you are going to study about triggering methods. Okay, and means we are going to make the turn on the SCR and turn off the SCR. Triggering means turning on. Okay, so next there turning off means there is a commutation will come, that one you are going to study in next. Okay, so there are triggering means just it is a process of turning on the device from its off state. It is known as a triggering. Okay, so there are two types of triggerings, R triggering and RC triggering. R triggering means resistance triggering, RC triggering means resistance capacitance triggering, means the capacitance is going to give the supply to trigger the device. Okay, so in R triggering, so okay, now I will discuss. Okay, so here I am going to provide AC power supply, that is Vs equal to Vm sin omega t, means there is sinusoidal signal I am going to provide. Okay, so here first I will consider the negative half cycle. During negative half cycle, okay, this is negative, okay, this is positive. So here current flows across this circuit. Okay, so during negative half cycle SCR will be in turned off state. Okay, so what happens, current will flow like this in this direction. Okay, so there is a what happens, so SCR is in off state, so there is a some amount of voltage will be there. Okay, so SCR is in off state, so you have to trigger the SCR with the help of a resistance. So what you have to do, the gate voltage should be controlled. Okay, so let us see during positive half cycle. During positive half cycle, okay, so this is a positive. Okay, see this plus and minus. Okay, so what happens here, current flows across this. Okay, positive terminal of the battery is connected to anode. SCR starts conducting only when, okay, that is under control of the what, there is a diode will be there. Okay, so some amount of current will flow. Okay, some voltage will be there to the gate terminal. That voltage is controlled by the R2 resistance. Okay, here R resistance is the stabilizing resistance. Okay, stabilizing resistance of the gate voltage. Okay, so you are going to control the gate voltage of the SCR to trigger. Okay, so means for a particular gate voltage SCR going to trigger. Okay, so R2 value will be there. Okay, R2 is a variable resistance, R1 is a minimum resistance to be needed to, okay, minimum gate voltage to be provided, or minimum gate current to be provided to trigger the SCR. Okay, see here, so there is a simpler, okay, it is a simplest triggering circuit. Okay, limited triggering angle range, it is 0 to 90 degree will be there. Okay, its performance depends on the temperature of the and SCR characteristics. Characteristics means SCR when it is going to trigger and it is not going to trigger. Okay, so there is a R1 is there will be there, that is a current limiting resistance. Okay, so in order to protect the device, R2 is the variable resistance. Okay, and also which controls the firing angle, means triggering angle it is going to trigger. R is the stabilizing resistance. So next, if R2 equal to 0 means R value is 0, that is limited by, okay, limited by the current is, then current is limited by the R1. The current should not be a maximum. Okay, so means should not be permissible gate current. Okay, the current should not be more than that gate current. Okay, so therefore the R1 can be calculated. Okay, R1 can be calculated by using this. Okay, the gate current equal to I equal to V by R. So how you are going to take here, IGM equal to Vm divided by R1. So R1 equal to, how will get the minimum resistance, R1 equal to V divided by I, means IGM means gate current and this is the maximum voltage. Okay, so this is the relation, okay, between the limiting resistance and the volt, okay, gate current. So next there is a r value should be chosen, okay, chosen, so that maximum voltage across it, okay, means maximum voltage does not exceed, okay. So forward gate voltage will be there, okay, does not forward means maximum gate voltage or voltage across that r value, okay, whatever the voltage across the r should not exceed the okay, forward gate voltage. So there is a relation Vm divided by r plus r1, okay, r, okay, less than VGM, meaning gate voltage less than the gate voltage. So here I am going to calculate the R limiting resistance, current voltage, current limiting resistance R is less than or equal to VGM into R1 divided by Vm minus VGM, okay. Here I am going to consider as a R2 value is equal to 0, means variable resistance value is 0. So in this way you are going to control the, okay, you are going to control the output voltage of the SCR. See here, so you are going to control the SCR, okay, variable resistance will be there when R equal to 0, okay. So there is some amount of current will be SCR starts triggering, so maximum amount of voltage will be across the load resistance, okay. So here next concept is RC triggering, okay. So there is a RC half wave circuit will be there. This circuit consists of a supply voltage, okay, the AC supply voltage will be there. There is a capacitor and with having a voltage VC. So there is a variable resistance R and diodes D1 D2 and SCR will be there, or a thyristor, okay. So the diode D1 is connected to gate of the thyristor, okay. So here let us consider during negative half cycle. During negative half cycle means this is negative, this is positive, okay. So what happens here, capacitor value is positive, here capacitor negative, capacitor charges to negative value, that negative voltage is provided to the what, thyristor. So what happens, SCR will not conduct. So what happens, there is a maximum amount of voltage will be flowed across the resistance, okay, right. This voltage will be voltage will come across at the resistance, okay. So under the control of resistance and capacitance during positive half cycle. See here, during positive half cycle diode D2 will be reverse biased, okay. So what happens here, SCR starts conducting, okay, and also the capacitor is going to be, what happens here, capacitor is positively charged, okay. See here, this is plus and this is negative. So some amount of positive voltage is applied across this, SCR starts triggering, means some amount of current will flow across the circuit, okay. So SCR turns on here, okay. So see here, so maximum high value of the R, okay. So R value, high value means maximum value of the R, that time what happens, so maximum amount of current will flow across the circuit, okay. This means maximum amount of voltage will be flowed across the SCR, okay, when R value is minimum, okay. So when high value of R means here R value will be there, means this much amount of voltage will be flowed across the resistance, okay. So sorry, this much amount of voltage will be flowed across the SCR here, okay. So when R value is minimum, okay, so low value means R value will be minimum, means you are going to control the triggering angle. That time what happens, there is a voltage across the SCR will be minimum amount of voltage will be there, okay. This one will be displayed, this is the voltage across the thyristor, you will get like this, okay. So need of, okay, next concept I am going to discuss commutation, okay. Commutation means it is a process of turning off the SCR using the external components like L and C components, means inductance and capacitance. Using inductance and capacitor circuits, okay, we are going to turn off the SCR, okay. Turning off the device, turning off process is known as the SCR. Okay, there are two types of commutations. First one, natural commutation and forced commutation, okay. So let us discuss one by one. First one, natural commutation, okay. So usually it occurs in AC circuits only, okay. So natural commutation of thyristor takes place in AC voltage controllers and phase control rectifier circuits or a phase control rectifier circuits or a converters, okay. In cyclo converters also it is going to happens. So see here, the circuit consists of a supply voltage, AC supply voltage will be there, and a thyristor, and also resistance will be there. Resistance is connected in a series, okay. So natural commutation means there is no external components are required, okay, to turn off the SCR, okay. So see here, during positive half cycle SCR starts conducting with a proper gate voltage provided, okay. So what happens, you will get a output voltage across the load resistance. Okay, here you will get the load. Okay, during negative half cycle, what we will get here, during negative half cycle there is no output voltage we will get. Okay, so SCR will be turned off. Okay, so that is a natural commutation. Okay, there is a turn off occurs here. Okay, usually voltage across the SCR should be this, negative voltage will be there, but it is going to turn off here, load voltage. So that one you are going to study. Okay, so next concept, there is a forced commutation. Okay, this forced commutation, it is applied to the DC circuits, choppers and inverters. Okay, so DC to DC converters and AC to DC converters. Okay, so here commutation is achieved by reverse biasing the SCR or by reducing the SCR current. Okay, SCR current below the holding value. Okay, holding current value. Okay, means, so there is a current commutation and voltage commutation will be there. Okay, so the SCR current should be, current should be reduced less than the holding current of the SCR, so that you can turn off the SCR. And also voltage across the anode to cathode can be reduced less than the applied voltage, then automatically SCR going to turn off. Okay, so there what we are going to do, there will be a different types will be there. So self, first one, self commutation, resonant pulse commutation and complementary commutation. Okay, so see here, in a self commutation there will be a, across in front of the thyristor, L and C components are connected in series. Okay, so and also there is a R value, load resistance will be there. Okay, see here, when there is some conditions. Okay, in a class A commutation or a self commutation you take it, or a load commutation. So when R is low, that time L and C are connected in a series only. Okay, so when R is maximum, that time R value is maximum, that is connected in parallel. Okay, L and C are connected in a parallel, C connects the parallel with the R only. Okay, so self commutation, what happens here, so during positive half cycle, what happens, SCR starts conducting, L and C stores the some amount of charges. Okay, during negative half cycle, what happens, so whatever the stored charge will be there, that is going to provide. Okay, it is going to given to the SCR to be turned off. Okay, means that energy to be utilized to turn off the SCR. Okay, that is a self commutation. So next, see here, circuit is under damped by including the suitable values of L and C, whatever I said, right, L and C values. Okay, see here, so there is the oscillating current will flow, SCR is turned off when the current is 0, current across the circuit is 0. Okay, so that is L and C going to discharge. Okay, reverse amount direction current is going to flow here during. Okay, so SCR is going to turn off. Okay, that is self commutation. So there is a next concept, class B commutation or a resonant pulse commutation. So here, resonant pulse commutation circuit, okay, it consists of a thyristors, okay, T1 and TA. Okay, so this consists of a load resistances and one diode, capacitor and inductance. Okay, these are the commutating components here. So series LC circuit is connected across the thyristor. Okay, initially C is charged to some amount of voltage V. Okay, so capacitor is going to charge of some amount of voltage. So current LC oscillates, means LCR starts, L and C components is going to, okay, store some amount of charges and SCR starts conducting. Okay, so SCR starts conducting. Okay, so T turns off. Okay, thyristor turns off when the capacitor discharges through the thyristor in a direction opposite to the IL current. Okay, so that time SCR is going to turn off. Okay, so resonant means L and C components are going to resonant, means vibrate. Okay, means when L and C components going to charge and discharges. Okay, so these are the waveforms you can observe here. So there is a gate current IG1. Okay, and also gate current across the thyristor TA. Okay, so here there is a capacitor voltage. Capacitor initially is in when the thyristor T1 is on. Okay, there is a capacitor is fully charges. Okay, next there is a TA is on, capacitor starts discharging. Okay, when TA is capacitor, it means capacitor, once capacitor charges to full. Okay, so that time what happens, it is going to discharge through the thyristor Ta. Okay, so Ta becomes on. Okay, Ta becomes on, capacitor voltage becomes discharges. Okay, so that is known as resonant pulse commutation. Okay, so next concept, there is a class C commutation. Class C commutation is also known as a complementary commutation. Complementary commutation means it is a process commutates another by vice versa. Okay, thyristor T1 and T2. See here, method, there is a conditions, two cases will be there. Mode 1, T1 equal to on, when thyristor T1 is on. Okay, during the positive half cycle you take it. During positive half cycle you are going to provide a some amount of voltage. Okay, see here, positive amount of positive voltage will be there. So what happens here, thyristor T1 is on. Okay, so load current directions will be there. Okay, battery current R1 and T1. So next what will come here, so R2 through R2 resistance, battery R2 capacitor. Okay, and thyristor T1 SCR starts conducting. Okay, so there is a thyristor T1 is going to conduct. So some amount of voltage will be flowed across the circuit. Next, mode 2, what happens, so mode 2, T2 and thyristor is T2 is on, means proper gate voltage is provided here. T2 you are providing here, so T2 is turns on. T2 turns on means some amount of okay, T2 on, capacitor voltage appears as the reverse voltage. Capacitor voltage is going to appear as the reverse voltage. Then what happens here, so across T1 and turns it off. Okay, it means thyristor T2 is going to turns off. Okay, so here current directions will be, so battery R1 C T2. Okay, T2 thyristor. So next you will get here R2 and T2. Okay, so that is complementary commutation. Complementary commutation means once, okay, one thyristor, okay, turns on, one other thyristor turns off. Okay, so across the T1 and it turns it off. Okay, so these are the waveforms you can observe here. Okay, when I gate current will be there, Ig1 and Ig2. Okay, so next there is thyristor protection. Okay, means protection of thyristor, you need to protect the thyristor. There are different types will be there. So for a reliable operation of the SCR, it should be operated within the specific ratings. Means there is any device, there is a some ratings will be there. Okay, any electronic device or any electronic components, there is a some rating should be there. Okay, so above the rating, if you provide the power supply or a supply voltage, so what happens, there is a cause of damage, or it may damage the device. Okay, so SCRs are very delicate devices, and so they must be protected against the abnormal operating conditions, varied protections of SCRs. Okay, there is a different types of protections will be there. Di by dt means current protection of the SCR, and next one is the dV by dt rating, means voltage rating of the voltage protection of the SCR will be there. So next there is again over voltage protection and over current protection of the SCR. See here, let us discuss one by one. Di by dt protection means, di by dt means di by dt is the rate of change of the current in the device. Okay, when SCR is in forward bias, it is turned on by the gate signal. Okay, so there is a anode current will flow. Okay, so what happens, there is a anode current is going to flow through the device. Okay, so what happens, there is a some amount of time is required. Okay, to spread the current across the device. Okay, so what happens, if the rate of rise in the anode current, means you are providing the anode current continuously, so you are not providing the time. Okay, so time is means supply current is greater than the spreading velocity of the charge carriers. Then what happens, local hotspots is created near the gate due to increased current density, means maximum current density at the supply voltage. Then what happens, this is localized by heating the device. Okay, there is some amount of hotspot is created near the gate, and what happens, the device is going to heat, then it may causes the damage the device. Okay, that is the di by dt protection. Okay, di by dt protection can be done with the help of a inductance to be connected in a series. Okay, before the anode. Okay, so what happens, inductance initially, what happens, maximum amount of current will not flow across the circuit. Okay, so because inductance starts charging. Okay, then once inductance starts charging, then it is going to provide the next voltage, right? So it stores the some amount of energy. Okay, so inductance L opposes the high di by dt variations, mean maximum amount of voltage variations it opposes. Okay, so next, dv by dt protection. Dv by dt means it is a voltage protection. Okay, you are going to control the voltage. Okay, dv by dt is the rate of change of the voltage in the SCR. We know that IC equal to C into dv by dt. That is, when dv by dt is high, means voltage rating is high, then current in the circuit is maximum. Okay, so the high current IC may turn on the SCR even when the gate current is 0. Okay, maximum supply voltage you are going to provide, means maximum amount of current is going to flow across the circuit. Okay, IC means anode to cathode current is going to flow, so SCR is turns on. That is a false method. Okay, this is called as a dv by dt turn on. Okay, there are false turn on of the SCR, means some amount of maximum amount of voltage it is going to turn on. It may causes the what turn off the, it may causes the damage the device. Okay, so to protect the thyristor against the false turn on, okay, what we are going to use here, dv by dt, that is snubber is used, snubber circuit is used. Okay, so next we'll discuss that what is snubber circuit and all. Okay, see here the snubber circuit consists of a switch. There is a R and C components are connected in series with the, okay, and again these R and C are connected parallel to the SCR. Okay, so R and C components are known as a snubber circuit. Okay, snubber circuit is a series combination of the resistor R and capacitor C. They are connected across the thyristor to be protected, means it is going to protect the SCR. The capacitor C is used to limit the dv by dt across the SCR, means it is capacitor C is going to control the voltage. Okay, so there is again R is used to limit the high discharging current, means high discharging current across the SCR will be there, that is going to limited by the help of a resistance value. When switch S is closed, capacitor behaves as a short circuit. When switch is closed, capacitor is act as a short circuit, therefore voltage across the SCR is 0. Okay, maximum amount of current is going to flow across this. Okay, so through R value, so through in this direction current is going to flow, SCR is in 0. Okay, voltage across the SCR is 0, so it is going to bypass. Okay, so snubber circuit. Okay, in this snubber circuit, as the time increases, voltage across the capacitor increases at a slow rate. Okay, slow rate of rating the device. Or okay, so there are therefore dv by dt C across dv by dt across capacitor C and SCR is less than the maximum dv by dt rating of the device. Okay, so you can see here the capacitor charges to full voltage Vs after the gate is triggered only. Okay, so means SCR is turned on. Okay, so this is the working of the SCR circuit. Okay, it is going to bypass the voltage. Okay, that is the working of the SCR, this snubber circuit. So next there is a over voltage protection. Okay, over voltage may results in the false turn on the SCR, means false process of turn on. Okay, so it may causes the damage, it may cause the damage to the device. Okay, so SCR is subjected to internal and external over voltages. Okay, so internal over voltage and external over voltages will be there. So internal over voltage means the reverse recovery current of the SCR, that is reverse recovery current of the SCR decays at the very fast rate. Okay, so that is high di by dt, means high di by dt will be there. So next, so voltage source or voltage source surge is produced whose magnitude is L into di by dt, means there is a inductance value will be there, that inductance stores the some amount of charges that is going to discharge, that is means maximum amount of voltage will be there. Okay, that should be protected. So external over voltage, these are caused by the interruption of the current flow in the inductive circuit and also due to lightning strokes in the lines feeding in the SCR. Okay, there is some amount of supply voltage will be there. Okay, and also so to effect of over voltage is reduced by using the snubber circuit. Okay, snubber circuit means R and C components are used to bypass the voltage, and also non-linear resistances are used to voltage clamping devices. Okay, so over current protection, next concept is over current protection. In over current protection, the overcurrent, the okay, overcurrent if suppose exceeds the rated value and the device, okay, over current means current gets exceeds, okay, so what happens, the device gets damaged. So the overcurrent is interrupted by the conventional fuses and circuit breakers only, okay. So means overcurrent can be overcurrent, suppose overcurrent supply is there, that time what happens, that can be prevented with the help of fuses and circuit breakers only, okay. The fault current must be interrupted before the SCR, okay, before giving it this SCR, okay. Suppose if a fault current is given, then SCR gets damages, okay. So circuit breaker has a long trapping time, so it is used for protecting the SCR against the continuous overloads against the surge currents of the long duration. Fast acting current limiting fuse is used to protect the SCR against the large surge current across a short duration, okay. So over current protection means maximum amount of current to be protected. Thank you.